Women all over the world are dressing up, stepping out, giving green lights, and still going home alone. They're smiling, they're waiting, and nothing happens. They post about it. They make TikToks about it. Some even go viral saying, "Can we please bring back the men that are walking up to women?"
This video was sent to me by a YouTuber named Remy Renee. It's titled "Guys Are Not Approaching What Changed Everything." It's pretty good, and she kind of goes into depth, like we have been, why women aren't getting approached, and the consequences of them shaming men, recording men, and talking about how men are creeps. So this is pretty good. The video is going to be in the first link in the description box. Give her a thumbs up. Tell her Darius Sim sent you. Let's get into it.
But you know what most men say back? Nope, I'm good.
Okay, so not only do men not approach women in clubs in New York, but they don't even acknowledge you when you come and sit on the same table as them.
So what happened? Why did men stop approaching women? It wasn't overnight. Something deeper shifted socially, emotionally, and even psychologically. And what you're about to hear might just make you feel a little more understood than you've had in a long time. This isn't just a dating trend. This is happening everywhere.
Well, a big issue is when women say they want to be approached, they're talking about a certain type of guy, right? He's tall, he's attractive, he's probably has movie star looks and everything like that. He's good looking, but they don't want the average everyday guy to approach him, right? So they're not saying that. They want a guy who's on point, who's in the top percentage of looks, and if you're not in that bracket and not in that field, they're like, okay, I don't want you to approach me. You're a creep. Ew, will stay away from me. Look at this guy, and they record you. So women do want to get approached, but it's only by a certain type of guy. But it's not enough for those guys to go around. That's the thing.
From clubs in New York to gyms in LA, from college to coffee shops, you name it. There's a noticeable silence. And if you think women aren't noticing it, they are. You can scroll through any social platforms and find posts like, "I was dressed up. I smiled at a guy," and nothing.
They think that's all they have to do. That's my issue. Like, oh, I'm just going to put on an outfit. Guess what? I'll put on something. I'm going to do my makeup. I'm going to, do my hair. And then I'm going to go to a bar and I'm just going to look at a guy for 2 seconds and turn my head. Like think about it. They think we're that thirsty. That's all they have to do. I've told you guys before, and I'll say it again. Women are lazy daters. They don't want to put in any effort, and they want the rights of first refusal. So here's the thing. I've had actually women look at me for like 4, 5, 10 seconds. And I'm like, okay, that's my green light, right? They say they want you to look, they're gonna look at you so you can come over. I go talk to them and they just have this bad attitude. Or they're like, oh, no, I'm good. I got a boyfriend. You're like, dude, you were just staring at me. And then they just stop looking. It's like, it's a game. Most of these women, they just want the validation of you approaching them and you wanting them. So then they can tell their friends and everything. Like, we make women's day. When we shoot our shot and we acknowledge them, just like the chick in the first clip there, when we do that, then they're like, oh man, like, look, I'm special. Like, we make women feel special, period, point blank. Listen to it again.
I'm good.
Okay, so not only do men not approach women in clubs in New York, but they don't even acknowledge you.
Exactly. They want to be acknowledged. That's what they want.
Eye contact 3 times. He never came over. Where did all the confident men go? But here's the twist. They're still here. They're just quiet now. Because for a growing number of men, it's not about shyness. It's not about fear. It's about self-preservation. It's about looking at the rules of the game and realizing the game doesn't serve them anymore. And once you understand what happens in gyms and clubs, you'll realize the silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. Let's talk about one of the most important battlegrounds in this debate, the gym. For years, women online have said, "Stop looking at me. Don't bother me when I'm working out." Creeps at the gym need to be exposed, they say. And guess what? Men listen. So now Men keep their distance. They avoid eye contact. Some even change gyms altogether just to avoid the risk of being filmed, shamed, or even misunderstood.
Yeah.
And here's the irony. That same gym is now filled with women asking, why won't anyone approach me?
So you got a small subset of women who record, who talk about how this guy's a creep and how ill, stop approaching me at the gym. But then you got a large majority of women who aren't calling those type of women out and saying, hey, don't, stop filming, everything like that. So now men are like, you know what? I'm not going to approach, period. I'm not going to talk to any woman. I'm not going to shoot my shot. I want y'all to come up to me. This is why you see a lot of women talking about, oh, men are become the new princesses. They want princess treatment. No, we see how the game is laid out and we're adjusting. I'm not about to go up to, when I was younger, go up to 25, 30 women in a week and shoot my shot. To go up to all these chicks. No, I'm what's the point? If a woman likes me and finds me attractive, listen, she got to step to me. And I'm not talking about just this look for 2-3 seconds. No, I'm not going for that. That's laziness. I want you to and here's the thing. Women who actually do want you, this is the kicker. They will actually approach you. They will say hello. They would say, how's it going? They will smile. They would introduce themselves. I'm telling you, they do. But the women who just, oh, he got to come up to me. They already got in their mind that they're better than you. So why would I approach you? He got to approach him. He got to shoot his shot. I ain't going up to no man. That lets you know that even if y'all get in a relationship, y'all start dating, she's not going to put in any effort. She's not going to do anything. She's not going to buy you none. She wants you to do everything.
Where are all the confident men? What happened to real masculinity? You want the truth? It got pushed out. It was called creepy. It was called aggressive. And it was called doing too much. And after enough times of being shut down, mocked, or mischaracterized, men just left the conversation. They didn't argue. They just stopped. They stopped approaching. They stopped risking it. They stopped trying because what used to be charming is now problematic. And when even a polite hello can turn into a viral takedown video, why even try?
You guys asked me to talk about why I think most guys have so much trouble approaching girls and getting girls. One main reason is dating apps. Dating apps have really taken away the ability for a lot of men to approach women, which I think is actually really sad. The reason would definitely be social media, and guys are scared to be recorded or embarrassed or called creeps. And unfortunately, there is a trend of girls who will record guys at gyms approaching girls or...
Is approaching women nowadays is like a humiliation ritual. Like, let's be real. Shooting your shot at all those chicks and, but most of these women be lying. They don't be having boyfriends. They say, oh, I got a boyfriend. I'm sorry. No, they just be getting smashed by some dude. They're in a situationship or whatever, or they just say that because that's like the defense. That's like the defense mechanism. There's a default go-to to say, I got a boyfriend. I'm not interested. It's crazy, man.
Embarrass guys in public if they go up to a girl, and it is absolutely ridiculous, but I do understand why that would deter men from even wanting to go up to a girl.
Only like to know, single men, why you don't pursue anymore? What's up?
Where are the men that actually care about emotional connection?
I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy to be loved. I must not be important to him. What did I do wrong? Can I fix or change it? How do I solve this problem? How do I make him love me? Should I chase him? Should I pursue him? What should I do? How do I fix this?
Yes, you must chase and pursue. See, what I've noticed in my life, the women who actually want you, they're going to be knocking down on your door. They're going to be pursuing you. They're going to text you first. They're going to say, how's it going? Good morning. They're going to actually desire to want to be with you. The women who really don't want you, they're just going to use you, as attention. You're a placeholder. You're going to be texting her, hey, can I hang out? They're going to go shoot. That's what they're going to be doing. So what's the point of going over the top for a woman? It doesn't make any sense. I've even been with women. I kid you not, it's messed up, but it's the truth. She's over my place, right? And we're hanging out, and I'm like, so what you do yesterday? And they say, she says, I went on a date with a guy yesterday. I didn't really like him. And we went to this restaurant, and I'm just like, it's kind of messed up because it's like, I ain't do nothing for you. I ain't take you out. You over my place. We smashed you, hooking up, and you talking terrible about that dude. And she's like, oh, he tried to go for a kiss. I just wasn't into it. I'm just like, what? It's messed up. Or it's like women who like you, you have to do nothing. They're going to come to you. They're going to make it known that they want to be with you, that they desire you. Understand that.
Why are you doing this to me? I can't imagine why you would leave me. I'm going to anxiously pursue you now.
So I used to work with all men, and people would always be like, oh, you must get hit on all the time if you work with all men. But what I had to explain was that actually in settings where it's like 70% men, 30% women, the women get hit on all the time. But in this case, I was literally the only woman on a 20-person team. And in those cases, the men just act like there are no women there and they ignore you. At least that's what I told myself.
Like, where are the men that actually want to build something with their person?
It's because you don't have a life, darling. And they do. Time to get a life. Men are not like women unless they are very insecure. Men don't need a lot of attention and presence to feel like they're loved. They don't need you to be all up under them. They need you to know where they are every second of the day. They don't need to be in communication with you 24/7.
And disappear because they feel like their effort is not being reciprocated.
Talk about it.
So hear me out. A lot of women feel like their approach to dating is, you as a man have to prove to me you are worthy of my time, my energy, and me being more vulnerable to you. And because of what you've been through, you think that's the right way to do it. But unfortunately, when you're dealing with a man who's actually serious and he's seeing you're holding back, you got walls up, he has concerns that you're wasting his time. So now he falls off because he's like, all right, she's tripping, she's not really making any effort. Are we actually making a mutual effort to get to know each other?
Okay.
So just make sure before you start throwing all kinds of accusations at the man, ask yourself, was I coming correct?
When I am out, so like when I go to the grocery store after the gym or I go to get a smoothie after the gym, it's like, leave me alone. Like, I can't, like, you can't breathe. So anyway, I wore this shirt, which is like a league shirt. And I have never had so many men approach me.
So tonight I'm at a club/bar and I'm super just like flowy, dancing the whole time, and I realize I'm not approached by any man.
If you ignore a woman, she's gonna think, I knew it. Nobody's ever gonna stick around. Nobody's ever gonna love me. I'm gonna be upset. And if she has an anxious attachment style, is very wounded and unhealed, she's gonna feel like, I gotta fix this, I gotta pursue him, I gotta make him love me to prove to myself that I'm worthy of love. I'm gonna go nuts, I'm gonna go crazy.
My theory on men liking approachable women by appearance continues.
Sitting on the fence, right? A lot of them are choosing not to date. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because you kind of need to know how these men are currently thinking right now, because this will help you with your question. What can we do to make a man that we see and like approach us so that he makes the first move? Well, you have to make him feel comfortable.
I hate when I complain that it's really hard to date because no one approaches me, and they're like, why? Is it because you're intimidating? And I'm like, no, why would you say that? And they're like, well, maybe you have a resting bitch face. And I'm like, no, I'm just fucking autistic.
Struck up a conversation with this girl that was like from Europe, and she was visiting Toronto, and she just was like, by the way, like the men here, they just don't like, they don't approach you, or like they'll find you attractive and just kind of like do nothing. And I was like, yeah, welcome to Toronto, sis.
I don't know what male gym goer needs to hear this, but please come up to us at the gym.
Fellas, they're trying to get us again, man. This is the second girl that's gone viral in the last month, talking about they want men to start approaching again.
Why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? Please shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women. The masculinity on earth has diminished drastically that guys don't even come up to you anymore. They'll just stare at you from a distance. As a woman who's trying to embody her feminine energy, you're not going to catch me going up to the guy. You're just not.
Can we please like bring back men coming up to us? Like, why are you so scared? Why are you so scared of coming up to us? Like, genuinely, I don't want, like, I get it, like rejection. Okay, I get it.
I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on. These women currently miss men approaching them. That's all it is. They miss men approaching them. They miss men doing nice things for them that men used to do. They miss men overall just simping on them.
Tell me why I get so mad when an ugly man
approaches me or tries to hit on me. Like, the audacity, like, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
Who's gonna tell her? Who's gonna tell her that these men that are hitting on her are absolutely her lane? The majority of women shoot outside of their league because they think that they're more attractive than they actually are. Like, let's be for real. All of us are average. There's a very slim percent of people that are just naturally attractive. This woman, for instance, take away her filter, even in this video, take away her lashes, her lips, all of the things that you can tell that she was insecure about, take it all away and then see how she feels about that inflated ego that she's fucking putting out into the universe. I love how women are so comfortable getting on the internet saying medium ugly this and talking shit about a man's looks, but the reality is that the majority of women's looks can be removed with a makeup wipe.
All right, you see 3 girls sitting at the bar, and you think the middle one is flaming hot, and you're like, that's my girl. Do you walk over and talk to her or one of the other 2?
None of them.
Oh my God. I was going to say, do you send him a drink?
Send him a drink?
Or you're just,
No.
you're not going to say hi?
No.
You're just going to leave?
Men everywhere are just saying, I'm not approaching, I'm not shooting my shot, I'm not interacting. I'm just going to go out to a bar, to wherever, and just have a good time. Because women, they just enjoy rejecting men. I'm serious. Y'all might think I sound crazy, but these women will get up, get dressed, and go out for free validation. Especially if she's in a group of 3 like she's talking about. Man, these women love to reject you. You're much better off approaching a woman who's by herself. Then she won't try to reject you and try to say, yeah, ha, 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 laugh, because she'll be a little more genuine, right? It's a little more easier. But if you're with a group of women and you try to, hey, how's it going? Or you try to send her a drink or something, for starters, she's going to take that free drink. And then she's going to reject you. It's not worth it. Guys are just saying, why? Why should I just give these women ego boosts? It's a waste of time. You women have done this. You have abused men. You have taken men for granted. You have recorded men approaching you, called them creeps and weird. Now men are saying enough is enough.
When you guys are actually crying because men don't approach you anymore. Do you want to know why they don't approach you anymore, Karen? Because if they approach you, he's a predator. And if he hits on you, oh my God, SA. Not to mention the fact that you guys catfish yourselves with 20 pounds of fucking makeup and your personality. So when he actually feels something, you show your fucking things and your psycho side. The amount of false accusations where pro basketball players and just random men in general have actually had their lives ruined because of shit like this, with the false fucking claims, that is why men are not approaching you. That is why men are not talking to you. It has nothing to do with your looks per se. You can be the most beautiful girl in the room and they would probably be dying to talk to you. And then they're going through a list in their head of everything you could do to fucking ruin their lives.
What are the rules to hitting on someone or approaching someone at the gym? Whenever I go to the gym, I see guys that I think are attractive that, like, maybe I wouldn't mind getting to know. But one, I'm way too afraid to approach them.
I don't be trying to toot my horn, but maybe, like, there's no good women out there. But there is good women. I'm good women.
I'm seeing on social media a lot these days of Australian girls talking about how modern day Australian guys aren't approaching them anymore.
I think chivalry is very quickly dying. Guys are sort of forgetting the old school mentality. And I think if you see a girl out and you're both making eye contact and there's some smiles, if she hasn't approached you within the first like 15, 20 minutes, go up to her, because that's her way of saying, I'm not doing that. Like, you come up to me, you hit on me.
Oh, hell no!
All right, I got one question for y'all men. Why are y'all afraid to approach a woman?
It's not even about being afraid. I keep saying this, rejection fatigue. See, women don't want to approach. They don't want to put in the work. They just want to sit back, put on some makeup and put on a little outfit and have you do all the work. And here's the thing. These women know what type of guy that they want. So actually approaching all these women is kind of a waste of time. I know the dating coaches and everybody says, okay, it's a numbers game. But at the same time, I mean, how many rejections should a man take? It's not like you going to apply for a job or you're starting a business or you're an entrepreneur, then eventually it's going to pay off. You're approaching women. It's basically like you're approaching her to pay her bills. You're approaching her to take her on a date. You're approaching her to buy her drinks.
What is it about a woman, or one thing, maybe 2, 3 things about a woman that you see in public that attracts you, but you're afraid to approach her? What is it? Just off the bat. what is the reason?
All right, I'm gonna get straight to this. I want a partner. I want to find a husband. I want to find a partner. I am ready. I've prayed on it.
For starters, she got the red hair like that, which means she's toxic, guys. Look out for the red flags. Also, I checked her little social media. She's a single mom, so another red flag. These women talk about, I'm ready for a husband. I'm ready for a partner. What they're saying is, translation, I want a man who's going to pay my bills. I'm tired of doing all the work in life. I'm tired of doing the repairs. They want a sponsor. This is what they mean by husband or partner. Don't do it, guys. Stop helping these women out.
And I've done all the work, all the self-growth. I have invested in myself to become the best woman, the best version, the best partner, the best future wife. And the problem now is, where are those men?
Women who are going out are starting to notice that chivalry is gone. Check this video out. I'll be right back.
What happened with the chivalry? You see that bar? You see the bar full of men sitting down, literally just watching women in heels stand up. Like, what happened to the men? Like, I'm so not used to this, and I never will be.
Ma'am, I'm going to explain to you why those men are sitting there. It's because you guys wanted to be strong and independent women. You're no damsels in distress anymore. You're not feminine anymore. You guys are grown men. You are the man that you want. So if you have to stand up because you got to the bar late because you was doing your makeup and your ankles are bleeding from standing up, they just gonna have to bleed.
How much have you made since starting in OF? You want me to say it on here? Yeah, if you want to say it. Or just show me because I know you're logged in on your phone. $54,000? Y'all are sick. Y'all are weird. Where? I bet it.
All because of you guys, man. Stop being so thirsty. Have some sort of sexual discipline. Stop thinking with the little head and think with the big head. Why are you? It's not like you're meeting these women. I can see if you was a pay for play type of guy, right? You're getting some out of it. You're just sending these random women money on the internet for what? Man, so many men are lost. No respect for themselves. They just throw money at these women. And y'all wonder why these basic looking chicks have these uppity attitudes and these big egos. It's because of y'all give them y'all hard earned money just for existing. This is pathetic, man. Listen, if y'all men are doing this, listen, unsubscribe from me. Disgusting.
I don't even know what to say. $54,000 in a week. You're sick. Y'all are sick. Twisted. Sick.
I might be a solid 4 out of 10, but I'm the type of girl that will cook for you, clean for you, and do that thing you like in bed.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
You rather come across a random man or a random bear in the forest?
A bear.
Why bear?
Well, honestly, for me, well, whatever. I think bears are cute, so I want a bear.
What?
You realize this is not a teddy bear that you like hug and snuggle with. It's a.
How are these individuals allowed to vote? Think about this. They're choosing a bear. This is sad, man. They voting to be literally taken away, stripped. They shouldn't be allowed to. You're picking a bear. That's how you know these women are brainwashed and delusional, man. Don't even understand anything. They're just going along with the trends.
Grizzly bear or a bear like that will rip your face off, right?
But is it like just chilling there, or is it like is it like aggressive?
It's just a random bear. Like, look here.
Okay,
let me give
so
you an
then I
example.
choose the bear.
If you walked over to a random man in the street and you patted him on the head and he turned around, right, and said, "What the hell are you doing?" Do you think that he would physically assault you?
No.
If you walked over and patted a random bear on the head, what do you think would happen?
It probably would claw my face out.
If somebody said to me, would you rather be with like a short king who's 5'5" and treats you amazing and loves you, or would you be with a toxic man who's 6'3"? At this point in my life, I would be like, how toxic?
For starters, this chick is not even attractive like that. All right, let's get that out the way. Next, these women, they want dudes who are 6'3". For what? She's probably about 5'4", 5'5". They want a dude that's a whole foot taller than them, right? And then they wonder why that guy's cheating or that guy has other women. These women are basic. See, they don't want to be with average looking men because they're average themselves. They got to be with some dude that's exceptional. You got to be over 6 feet tall. You got to make 6 figures. You got to have 6-pack abs. You got all these different things. And they get mad when they're single and they keep getting cheated on or those dudes do them dirty. These women, man, if you are under 6 feet, let me tell you something. Get out in the real world. right? It's only these chicks that be online and be judging dudes' heights. I see dudes all the time, 5'5", 5'6", 5'7", with attractive looking women that's either the same height or maybe the dudes are maybe an inch taller. These women online got these crazy unrealistic expectations.
How toxic are we talking?
Okay, so currently what we're having right now is a large percentage of men are choosing to not date women anymore. Okay, a large percentage of men are choosing not to date women anymore. They just feel like there's hardly any benefit from it. They also feel like they don't really know what to do. They're scared to put the wrong foot forward. There's a lot of expectations on men these days. They're sitting on the fence, right? A lot of them are choosing not to date. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because you kind of need to know how these men are currently thinking right now, because this will help you with your question. What can we do to make a man that we see and like approach us so that he makes the first move? Well, you have to make him feel comfortable. Okay, because that is one of the main reasons why men are not approaching women in real life anymore, because they don't feel comfortable enough to do it. There's a stigma currently around men just approaching women in real life. So men don't really know what to do anymore. Okay, they're like, should I approach her? Should I not? Should I just pass up a baddie? Like, what should I do? Should I just go home, watch some TV? They don't know what to do, okay? Because it's tough out here for them. Now, I'm not telling you this so that we can sit here and feel bad for men. No, I don't really care, to be honest. It is what it is, right? But I'm telling you this because you need to be the kind of woman that makes the man feel comfortable to come forward. And how do you do that? By smiling. Smiling signals to the man that you are a very warm, bubbly, friendly, approachable woman, okay? You're not going to bite his ear off. You're not going to make him feel insecure. You're not going to interrogate him. When you smile, you are sending a signal to the man that it's okay to approach me, sir. Now.